Yeah, I was ready, they didn't have my back. They was petty, I stayed in my bed. On that petty, I brought it right back.
Who still watches The View in 2024? Anybody? Anybody still watch The View? Oh man, we're gonna crack open a cold one in November. Now before we get into Rand Paul humiliating Whoopi on The View, oh man, I got to hit my sirens because we're gonna crack open a cold one in November, y'all. Oh man. That sounds like victory, Patriots. That sounds like victory, baby. And it also sounds like corruption. Oh man, I love you guys, man. I hope everybody is blessed, well, healthy, and that nothing but the best is going on in all you beautiful people's life. Now, before we get into today's video, I encourage you all to spread the love to one another. God is love, man, and I love y'all. I don't care what side you stand on, where you're from, what your age is. We don't see color. My brothers and sisters, we all bleed the same. And we live in a very, very fast time travel. Right now, we're living in some crazy, crazy times, man. People are struggling at an all-time high. People don't even want to go outside. People don't even want to go inside the grocery store. You know, people are making life decisions every day. Suicidal rates are at an all-time high. PTSD, anxiety, depression, you name it. Even the ones who made the ultimate sacrifice. So I encourage you to spread the love to one another, you guys. I love y'all, man. You know, out of all the laughing and all the fun that we have on the channel, and also the, you know, exposing the truth and stuff, at the end of the day, I encourage you to spread love. Check on your loved ones, call them, text them, just a simple hug, a simple smile. I love you guys, man. But let's check this one out. This one's coming from the beautiful Jamie, who's always showing love to the channel, especially these last 2 weeks. I love you, Jamie, and thank you for the kind donation and always sending me amazing videos to put on the channel, react to. So, Rand Paul humiliates Whoopi Goldberg to her face on her own show, The View. I believe this is The View, huh? The View. Who still watches The View? You still watch The View? I know. I ain't gonna say it now. I ain't gonna say it on camera now. I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it. But let's check this clip out, you guys.
We talked about his wanting to pull troops out of Syria, and everyone's saying, if we do that, we're abandoning the Kurds. That's not a good idea. And a lot of folks are saying he crossed the line with a bad decision, but you don't say that. Why?
You know, one of the things I've always supported about President Trump is actually one of the things I liked about President Obama, that we said we were overextended, that the Iraq war was a mistake. I think it's one of the reasons President Obama beat Hillary Clinton, because Hillary Clinton had supported the Iraq war. I still think the Iraq war, regime change in the Middle East, and these wars are senseless. So does President Trump. He doesn't want to get us involved in another Iraq war in Syria. If anything, Syria is more complicated. The other is a practical concern. You have 50 soldiers. They're talking about moving 50 soldiers. Who goes to war with 50 soldiers? You have 50 soldiers and tens of thousands of Turkish troops amassing. The Turks are also allies. The Free Syrian Army were our allies for 7 years. They're allied with the Turks. The Kurds have been our allies. The Kurds, in all likelihood, are now going to be allies of Assad to try to carve out a place in Syria for themselves. It's a really complicated question. I guess from my perspective, I say, any of these people out here, their kids have to go to war. War's not a chess game. People lose their limbs and people die, and I think it's the least we owe to the kids that we're going to send into this war. Why are we going to war, and who are we fighting?
But isn't there...
So,
go ahead.
I'm sorry. So...
And y'all know, hey, we have a lot of veterans on the channel. I want that to be known. Y'all know I show so much love to my veterans, man. The ones who make the ultimate sacrifice. Even our first responders, you know, our law enforcement. We got firefighters. I mean, we got a lot of amazing people on the channel, y'all. So salute to the ones who make the ultimate sacrifice. And we do send our love and condolences to our fallen soldiers, man. Our fallen heroes, baby. Yes, indeed. Salute. I love you guys, man. But oh boy, what a point.
If you have allies and they are working with you and fighting with you, and 24 hours somebody wakes up and says, "Oh, we're out."
Right.
Is that the right way to do this?
I think the way we look at wars, we don't look at
No. Is that the right way to do it?
Let me answer the question.
Okay.
When we decide whether or not we're sending our young people into harm's way, we should obey the Constitution, which says we should declare war and put them in a war theater. But let me finish.
Okay.
And here's the thing about it.
Let them finish.
If you ask these people, Lindsey Graham and the Cheney war and all these warmongers that want to stay at war forever, who are we going to declare war on? They don't know who. We're going to declare war on Turkey, our ally,
Should we
the
ever
Free Syrian
walk
Army,
out
our ally?
in the middle? It's like walking
We
out.
should never be there in the first place.
That's not the question, though. No, that's all good.
But see, the left agreed with
we're
me for
in
so
there.
many years. For
We're-
so many years, the left agreed with me.
I am
that
neither
these
left
sens-
nor right. I'm just American. I want to
know.
know, should we be taking, should we be walking out on people with this much time?
But here's the thing is,
They're reading the teleprompters at the top. There's a screen at the top telling everybody to clap after Whoopi ends.
left and right have agreed in the past that regime change doesn't work. When we got rid of Hussein, we got chaos and more terrorism. When we got rid of Gaddafi, chaos and more terrorism.
But Senator,
it's
we're
incredibly
here now,
expensive
though.
as well.
But we're here.
We're
And
not really here. We got 50 people. We're not
here.
doing
Yeah,
anything.
but frankly,
50 people
hold on,
is very
hold on.
symbolic,
Hold on.
and that is why
Yeah,
it
and you
kept
tell their parents
Turkey
that.
from
You-
invading.
You tell their parents
Isn't that true?
You tell the parents of those 50 kids how great the symbolism was when a suicide bomber blows up all 50
But
kids.
didn't it
You
keep
tell them
Turkey
why-
from
no,
invading?
No,
And
I'm not.
pulling them
No, no.
gave
You tell
Turkey
their
the
parents.
green light.
You tell their
Isn't
parents
that
why
true?
they're there.
But
You
isn't
tell-
that true?
You tell their parents why they're
Isn't
there.
it true that Turkey
You
did
tell
not
them
How do you
invade
feel
because
about
we have
how do you feel about the video that we're seeing of the
find-
Kurds getting slaughtered?
I find the position of pulling out of these wars, that's a popular one, and I am there. There's a difference in having a strategy and leaving the Kurds there to die, which is where they are now. They are left there to die, and that is now, here's what I'd argue.
That's simply wrong.
It's the
That's simply
GOP's
wrong.
problem.
That's simply wrong and an
ISIS fighters,
accusation.
as being reported, thousands are going to escape from these prisons because the Kurds can't protect
Well, no,
them
that
themselves.
is
Up
that
to
is that is
70,000,
the
according to a
people-
NATO
that's
official.
what's the people who don't like the
Is that a
policy?
safer world with
That's the
ISIS
people,
running around?
That's the people who want to stay forever. These are the same people.
I don't want to stay forever,
Let
but
me
is
finish
there a
answering the
strategy?
question, okay? I let you talk. You let me talk. These are the same people. These are the same people that would still have us in Vietnam. These are the same people who always say, stay at war, stay at war, stay at war. It has not helped us. We've been in Afghanistan for 19 years. The same people complaining about this. The Cheneys, Lindsey Graham, you know what they say about Afghanistan? It would be precipitous to leave. We've been there 19 years. There's no mission, and I'm not
Walking out
sending
on
one more
people,
kid.
but there's more
I'm not
questions.
voting
There's
to
more
send one
questions.
more
Go
kid
ahead.
to
Go ahead.
Afghanistan.
Breaking our word as Americans, of breaking our words to our allies, of having people who've risked their lives, who've been there for years. And what message does that send internationally to other allies if we abandon them?
I think the only duty we owe and the only oath I take is to the Constitution. I didn't promise to take the country to war. I promised not to take the country to war. So did President Trump, by the way.
And
So if there's-
but the
if there's another-
Constitution says protecting you from enemies, foreign and domestic.
Yeah.
And there's many of us who feel that this puts us in greater danger because of what it means vis-a-vis ISIS. I mean, we don't live, we're not alone on this planet.
And anybody who tries to make the argument that someone in Syria is a danger to our country is really not paying attention.
Oh, I think Assad is in Syria and is a hell of a danger to our country and our world.
Well, actually, if you look at the war is very complicated. So you had Assad on one side. On the other side, you had Sunni extremists, Al-Qaeda and Al-Nusra. These are the people that have been allied with the Saudi version of Islam that has been promoting Islamism and Islamist strategy around the world and jihadism. That was the side of the war we were fighting. So if that side of the war actually won, I think we actually might be in more danger. I don't like Assad, but the other people on the other side are
Can I
Sunni
ask you
extremists
something,
that I
though?
don't like either.
How close is too close for Iran to be near Israel? Because this now creates a huge vacuum where Iran wants to take over Damascus, which is what they're now going to be capable of doing, and they're going to be that much closer to Israel, which is in fact one of our closest allies. Does that concern you at all?
I think the whole situation is so confusing that none of us are really getting this right. Actually, Turkey doesn't want Iran to take over everything. Israel doesn't want Iran to take over everything. And in fact,
Oh, buddy. Women who will never go to war explaining how war should be run. Oh, man. Oh, These women on The View are it's just disgusting, man. Who still watches The View in 2024? Whoopi can go over to fight. All The View can go. Send The View over there. Oh, man. God bless Rand Paul. He is in a pit of vipers. Oh, man. Rand Paul, only intelligent person on The View. Like I tell y'all, man, who still watches The View in 2024? It's ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. And that was my first time seeing it. So, again, shout out to you guys that send over amazing stuff for us to check out and react to for the first time. But like I said, we've done The View. We've covered The View plenty of times on the channel, even on my other channel. And it's just a complete, you know, it's ridiculous, man. You know, they're on there disrespecting, you know, and then they to boost the ratings, you know, they gotta mention Trump, they gotta mention the this on the other side, you know, staying on the mainstream media side. I mean, it's just crazy. And like I tell y'all, we're not afraid to call it out. We're gonna call it out, man, and we're gonna crack open a cold one in November. Salute to all the beautiful patriots, man. But again, like I tell you, we have a lot of amazing people on the channel. And this is how in the video, we have a lot of amazing people on the channel. Tons that have, you know, made the ultimate sacrifice, man. We have tons of veterans on the channel. You know, people that have saved lives. People that I have talked to in my emails, and they've literally told me what they've been through. You know, from, you know, blood on the wall, in bags. You know, from seeing, you know, the person in there and next to them commit, you know, yeah. People that are struggling as we speak right now. PTSD, anxiety, depression. So I just want to tell you guys that I love y'all, man. I love you guys, man. And salute to the ones who made the ultimate sacrifice. We love you. And we thank you. Thank y'all for stopping by and enjoying the show. And again, make sure you drop a like. Comment down below what you think. I know everybody's like, people see The View in the View and they just start shaking their head, you know. Or they probably just turn the video off. But I love you guys. Remember to spread the love, you guys. You never know what somebody's going through, what they've went through, what they've battled with on a daily basis. So please spread the love. Check on your loved ones. Give them a hug, text, phone call. It's very, very important, man. Do not take time for granted. We live in a very, very fast time travel. And I will catch you beautiful people in the next one. Peace and love, y'all.